Good evening, I'm Laura Summers.
And I'm Allie Sontag, and this is Special Education Weekly. On tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about traumatic brain injury, or TBI.
A traumatic brain injury is a condition caused by a head injury that results in lasting damage to the brain. This can have many impacts on normal brain functioning and can impact how a person acts, moves, and thinks.
Some characteristics of this, they vary from physical, cognitive, emotional, and behavioral. Traumatic brain injuries affect all these things. Some physical characteristics are things such as tiredness, slowed reactions, sensitivity to light, or noise. As far as cognitive goes, they're normally forgetfulness, problems with organizing, and easily distracted. Emotional tends to be things with moodiness, depression, or anxiety. And then for behavioral, some characteristics are irritability, aggressiveness, easily frustrated on little things.
The prevalence for TBIs is about 2.5 million occurring every year, and 50,000 people die from the injury every year. This is the leading cause of death and disability for children and adults age 1 through 44. This most common source of injury for children is from falls for children ages 1 through 14 and for contact sports for children 15 through 25. Around 1,300 U.S. children each year develop TBIs from child abuse. For children, the rates vary between about 0.28 to 1.37%.
Traumatic brain injuries can be confirmed and identified by physicians or psychologists who specialize in traumatic brain injuries. As soon as the brain injury occurs, it's important to take a note of the dates of the injury and make a list of symptoms and behavior changes. Contact your state chapter of the Brain Injury Association of America at www.biausa.org or call 1-800-444-6443 to contact a specialist near you.
Hey Jimmy, what are you doing?
I'm sitting.
Well, it's just time to get out our homework assignment and work on that. Do you know what the homework is? Well, I see that your desk is a little bit disorganized. Maybe it'd help us to begin the homework assignment if you cleaned up your desk a little bit and got out your planner and we could write it down.
I guess.
Right, well, how about we just take a seat and then can you pull out your planner for me?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you, Jimmy. Alright. Now we know that we're working on plot, so our homework assignment is to fill out the plot diagram, right? So we've been focusing on plot diagrams all week, and right now we're at the climax. Remember, that's the high point of interest in the story. And today we're going to do it over the Hunger Games, because I know how much you like Hunger Games.
I do like Hunger Games.
Yeah? Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character?
Yeah.
I would say PETA.
PETA? Why do you like PETA?
He's kind of a good guy. He betrays guys, but then he comes back. So it's just really cool to see him with her at the end. So. Yeah,
I think PETA's one of my favorite characters too. Well, what would you say that in all the Hunger Games would be the high point of interest when that climax starts? Because PETA's in it too.
And what's the climax again?
It's the high point of interest when kind of the big bang of the whole movie when everything kind of explodes.
Well, Cass and PETA end up not dying, so I would say probably when they act like they're gonna eat the berries, because by doing so they tricked the game maker into thinking they were gonna die, which couldn't happen because there'd be no winner. Because they did it, they both won, both survived. So I would say that's probably the highest point of the book or movie.
Well, I would say that you're probably definitely right. That's awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and write that in on a plot diagram.
Hey Tim, how was your weekend?
It was alright.
Did you do anything fun?
No, I stayed at home.
I kind of had a bad weekend. My favorite family cat died this weekend.
Good.
So what was that? What?
I said good. I don't like cats. They're stupid. They're useless.
Now, Tim, is everything okay today?
Everything's fine.
Because I heard about a situation when Sarah asked about your weekend and she told you about her cat and you said that you hated cats and you said good about it, and you gotta take in consideration other people's emotions, Tim.
Why does it matter? It's a freaking cat.
Yeah, but to her it was more than just a cat. It was a companion, and she loved it, and you have to understand that some people like things you may not like, and you have to, appreciate that.
So kind of like how I like my dog.
Yeah, just like how you like your dog. See, and if anything happened to your dog, I don't think you'd be very happy, and you'd want people to be sad as well and say I'm sorry for it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I guess I can agree
Okay.
with that.
So I think maybe you might owe Sarah an apology.
I can do that.
Okay, thank you, Tim.
Day-to-day school life can be very difficult for students with traumatic brain injury. They often have difficulty interacting with their peers, and this can be especially because of their short-term memory. One thing helpful that teachers can do is write in their planners reminders of things they have to do, or even set reminders in their phone. They also need to make sure that an IEP is in place for the student.
Other ways you can help students with traumatic brain injuries are things like making sure you give them a modified schedule, have consistent routines and rules in the classroom, and try to keep distractions to a minimum.